Coach, what is the mood of the team? You've got a young team, a team that's played really well since the Olympic break. How would you characterize the mood going into this important game? Thanks.
I would say young and light. Just not having this experience before. So just trying to, enjoy the most of it. I think that's what I just keep trying to tell these guys, and including, I should try to take the advice myself, is just enjoy this one, enjoy this moment. We're not satisfied by no means just getting here, but just keep doing what we've been doing. That's given us this opportunity.
You got Matt, then we got Scott in the back.
Yeah, hi, Christie. Yesterday we talked about, the preparation and the booklets that they got to make it a little bit fancier. So now that it's actually game day, is there any changes to the game day routine? Any fancier little moments to you, the team?
No, I like that you put that as fancy booklets, fancy scouting reports.
Go, Scott.
No,
Go.
Game day is game day, and we are all about routines and keeping it the same and doing exactly what we've done to get us here.
Go Scott, then we'll go Doug.
Christie, the start of the season seems like months and months ago. I'm curious what was maybe racing through your mind as you were coming back here. Did you have any flashbacks to that opening night, and then how far you guys have come along?
Yeah, just to be back here after this is kind of where it started. We've kind of let that month of May and 1st of June go, just because we're a different team, and we've kept building, kept growing together, both on the basketball court and off, which is a huge reason for our success.
Got Doug, and I think we got one on Zoom here.
Hey, Coach. I know it's above your pay grade, but this format now of 2 games on the road and then potentially 1 at home, has the league kind of outgrown that maybe with charter flights now try to go 1-1-1 so at least every team gets a chance to play at home in the playoffs?
Yeah, I think we're evolving and changing. I think there's going to be some changes. The last time I was in this position, it was the 1-game elimination. And so, you had an opportunity. Anybody could, you can beat anybody in this league on a given night if, it's got a lot of luck to do with it. But yeah, I agree. Now we've got charter flights and you can, get back and forth. It's something I'm sure they're probably going to talk about.
Go Sabrina, then we got one on Zoom.
Hey, Coach. You mentioned you tried to throw out May and that early part of June, but how different is Connecticut even from the last time you saw them back in Indiana?
Those guys have a ton of experience. I know you guys have seen the numbers with, how many playoff games they've played, how many, the 4 on my roster have played in minutes. It's pretty, I laughed when I saw those numbers. Connecticut is, this is their run. They are an extremely good team, a veteran team. They've got so many weapons. They've just been consistent on both ends. They're extremely physical defensively. They're going to make everything hard for us. And then I'm going to say it again, offensively, the weapons they have. And then adding Marina was just huge for them, and the way she's shooting the ball right now, since she's been in a Sun jersey. So we've got our work cut out for us on the defensive end for sure.
Tony, you want to go ahead on Zoom?
Yeah, Christie, talked to you last year a lot about how you get butterflies before games during your rookie season as a head coach. Now that's your first playoff game. Can you describe the feelings that you're going through today?
I think just mixed, Tony. I got a bunch of different feelings and emotions going on. The competitor in me, it's, business, and we're here to not just be here in the playoffs. We're here to, do what we can to give ourselves an opportunity to keep moving forward. The other side of me that just looks at my locker room of 12 incredible young women who have done amazing in being resilient and getting better every day. To give themselves an opportunity to be here. So it's a toss-up. I'm proud and happy for our players. They keep talking about we're not satisfied, and that is really good to hear. So just a great day for our organization. Really proud of the players to be back here after, it's been quite a while since the Fever's been in a playoff game.
Go last one, go Chloe on the right.
Yeah, obviously Caitlin came in 4th in MVP voting just as a rookie. Can you just characterize what she's meant to this team and how she's impacted it just from last year to this year?
Caitlin is special. Everybody knows that. She's been special. She came into the best league in the world, women's basketball league in the world. She found her footing. She's continued to get better. She's put herself in a position to be called one of the best players in this league. That's incredible for a rookie. I coached Elena Deladon, who actually was another rookie that got put in the MVP category her first year, who got votes. But I mean, Caitlin is doing extraordinary things. I mean, she's unique. She's one of the reasons we're here today.
All right. Thank you, everybody. We'll bring Caitlin in at
Thank y'all.
1:30.
Hi, Caitlin. We talked with you yesterday, and you were all excited and light going into the game, but now that it's here and, less than an hour and a half away, what are your thoughts and feelings?
Yeah, I think I'm excited. Like, I feel like the energy about our group is really good. I feel like we're prepared for this. I feel like we're ready for it. You're almost just like wanting to play and get going. But yeah, I mean, this is playoff basketball. If you can't get up for this, then you got a problem. So I think like I said, our team is prepared and ready for the challenge. We know it's going to take every single person on our team, and every single possession is going to matter. I expect the crowd to be incredible, but definitely fired up.
We go Doug, then we go Cassandra on the left.
Hey, Caitlin, you obviously played in a lot of big games in college. Is there a little difference here? Maybe it's a big difference that, this is not the be-all, end-all. If you don't win tonight, that your season's over. You have a series that you can adjust versus what you're used to if one and done.
It's definitely a little different. That's why I think March Madness is like the greatest postseason in all of sports, because if you don't have it one night, like, your season's over, and I was on the losing end of that a few times. So I feel like this is a little different in that regard, but I feel like you have to kind of approach it the same way. Like, every single person is fighting for their life. Every team's fighting for their life. Every single game matters. Every possession matters. But, our goal is to come in here and win 2 right away. But if not, we know we can try to push it to a third game and get it at home and win there. But I think it is a little bit different of a dynamic for myself. But to me, like, I want to go out there and win them all. So that's kind of how I approach it, and it's pretty similar to college as well.
Go Cassandra, and stay in the front row in the middle.
What has your and the team's morning looked like with all of that excitement? Have you been working to try and quell it a little bit? Have you been using it for something heading into this game?
The excitement piece of it, or what do you mean?
Just all of it, but also just, I imagine, having so much excitement, like, you're built up all morning. It's a 3 p.m. tip.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely we're stuck. We've been stuck here for 3 days now, so I feel like everybody's just like, can we just get out there and play? I thought we had a really good practice yesterday, and you could kind of just feel the energy of everybody just wanted to, get out there and get going. And then, after tonight, you got to wait another 2 days to play the next one. So it's kind of a different dynamic in that regard. And, our starting 5 has 0 playoff experience. So, we don't really have anything to go off of other than, the vets that come off the bench for us, whether it's Didi, whether it's Temi, whether it's Edub. I think they've been really good and really vocal about, how to approach this. And obviously Christie and our coaching staff has some experience too. So, I think just approaching it with the mentality of, be confident, like, we're meant to be here, but at the same time, like, have fun, and, you have to approach this very businesslike and prepare the best you can. And I think our coaches have us as prepared as we can be.
Go in the middle in the first row, then we've got 2 in the second row directly behind.
Caitlin, I remember when you were here in May 14th, you said that you wanted to give yourself some grace. Every night wouldn't be perfect. And now that you've kind of gone through the season, settled in, had the year you had, the team had the year that it had, what did you kind of learn? What's your takeaway? What did you kind of learn from all that process?
I think that a lot of people in life want a lot of instant satisfaction, and as a competitor, like, you want that too. And I think that goes back to what I first said, is like giving yourself some grace, giving this team some grace. And I thought our team did a really good job of that, of blocking out the noise and, focusing on what's to our right and to our left in our locker room. And that's what's brought us success here in the second half of the season, and even a little bit before that. We kind of figured it out, and not everything's going to be perfect right away. Everything still isn't perfect. Like, nobody's perfect in this world. We're still learning and growing every single day, and I think it's a good learning opportunity, not only for basketball but for life. Like, you're not going to get everything you want right away. Like, you got to work for it. You got to go through some hard moments. And there's going to be hard moments even within this game tonight. So it's like every little thing is a little battle, and it's just about how you approach things. And that's what I'm most proud of for myself individually, but also this team, just our approach every single day, whether, we're coming off a 4-game winning streak or whether we lost our first 5. And our approach was always the same and very positive.
Got 2 in the second row.
Kind of on that same note, you started your career here in this building 5 months ago. What stands out to you about looking back at that game, whether it was the environment or just what it meant to you?
Oh gosh, I think I tried to forget a lot of that. No, I'm joking. I think it was a good learning opportunity for myself. Definitely one of the better defensive teams in this league, if not one of the best, if not the best. And I think now having that experience of playing versus teams like this that are going to be physical, they're going to be in your space, they're going to try to turn you over. That's something we struggled with the first 4 times we've played them, is we've turned the ball over. So if we can take care of the ball, I think we're going to be in a really good spot. But, you know, some turnovers are going to happen. It's just like you can't let that balloon to 2 turnovers, to 3 turnovers. You can't let them go on a run. They want to get some fast break points. And then I think knowing our schemes is going to be really important now, playing them. This is going to be our 5th time playing them. You know, we have experience going against this team and the schemes that we've done. It's been a little more complicated of a scout compared to some other teams, just with the weapons they have and the size that DB brings to their team, and also her ability to shoot outside. It can be a little more bit difficult of a matchup for us, but I think that experience is where we have to find some confidence, and I think that's the way we've just grown since, I can't believe it was May, honestly. Like, it feels like a whole completely different season when we were here first. So excited about the opportunity to come in here and try to get a win.
Last one for Matt.
Yeah, hi Caitlin. Obviously the focus is on the playoffs, but you know, officially the 4th most MVP votes. What does that recognition mean to you, and is that also something that you could have foreseen at the start of the season?
I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, I don't really care. You know, my life is very unaffected by that. I'm just going to try to go out there and help my team. Obviously, our goal is to get to the playoffs, but you know, I have a belief that, you know, we can come in here and we can win this series, but approaching it 1 game at a time. So I think that's where my focus is. But obviously, it's pretty night and day from where we first started. So I feel like that's something to be proud of and to find confidence in. And yeah.